everyone, and welcome to Portal 64, your gateway to the episode we've been waiting for, because the original thumbnail to this episode did show RWBY with the new hair, so I'm expecting the costume change to be happening, and I'm so happy and excited, because I love RWBY's new hair. I love all their new outfits. Jean, his hair is actually growing on me. Like, it's getting there. I'm liking it. Like, when I see it in the intro, I like it a lot more than I saw, like, the promo or the concept art of him. So, like, my opinion on him has changed quite a bit, which has me happy, because I love Jean. I cosplay Jean. But yeah. Also, if you guys want to hear, like, more well-thought-out thoughts of this episode that I have, then check out Vitalcast number 85 with Cylod. We're going to be talking about RWBY Volume 7, Chapter 3. It's my RWBY podcast. And as always, I'm going to have the link to this episode on the Rooster Teeth site down in the description down below. And we're going to get this started in 3, 2, 1. Alright, they're in airships.
Gather round. Our mission today is to secure the launch site for the Amity Communications
Wow.
Tower.
Okay, this episode is starting where I thought it would have ended.
Since its closure, the Grimm have moved in.
I thought
Good news
this is where
is
we
all
would
that
have ended.
untouched dust is still down there too. Science team says they'll need it for the first phase of their launch.
Apologies for the mess, and for holding on to your weapons for so long. The upgrades you requested were, well, they were more than I anticipated.
Okay, so
Atlas military huntsmen
I'm
are
a little
already hard at
disappointed
work clearing out the
that
surrounding
we're not
tundra.
seeing the upgrades
The recons
happen on
identified a
screen,
powerful
but
geist that's managed
I'm
to evade
excited to
destruction
see them
and
receive
take
them.
several lives. After we increased our numbers, the Geist was smart enough to retreat into the mine itself, meaning it's old and extremely dangerous. This
Yes.
is our target.
Danger.
Your new weapons and armor should be as requested.
What's
but
up,
I
Danger?
also took the liberty of reviewing your combat footage from the
I just
Vital
love
Festival
Nora
tournament.
and her
There's
excitement.
some additional enhancements I'd like to suggest. But for now,
Yeah, they
these
sent
should
they
serve
put
you
the
well.
The mine was
Nora
a
is just too
labyrinth back in the
adorable this
day.
season.
There's all sorts of tunnels and
It's
chambers
an
the Geist
underground
can move
igloo.
between.
Okay.
So if we're gonna kill this thing, we'll have to split up and corner it.
Pyrrha.
General Ironwood says you've seen your fair share of combat.
You
I
looked at
trust
his
that
hair.
man with my life. So tomorrow,
Just
I'll
the
be
hair
trusting you
changes
all,
they're gonna
too.
happen. And he was
Hey.
looking at the
RWBY.
he was looking at Pyrrha's scarf. I mean, like, got the new cape. Okay. I'm a little sad that we didn't get to see Blake cut her hair on screen, but we did see her kind of like. This music is very much softening the feeling of slight disappointment. And yeah, skate on that. We were right. We were right from the trailer. It did have some yellow. Had some gold. Gosh. They glow up so well. I love them. Man, they are such ice skaters. I mean, like, it's on the ground, and they're just.
This is my favorite part.
Yeah, I really want to see how she does. Okay, come on, Junior. Dude, he's keeping it on his. I mean, I think we've seen this before. He could. Was that a Breath of the Wild reference with the
Perhaps you
3
kids won't
piano
get so
notes?
skilled after all.
Sorry.
She meant that as a compliment.
Jean, your new hair looks
This is
better.
Alpha Squad. LZ's clear.
Proceeding on foot.
Crow got a little
You've all got
fancy.
fancy new scrolls, so don't forget to use them.
Jinx.
Keep your eyes and ears open. I want an update if you encounter the target. Alpha out.
It's like a Switch Joy-Con.
Sorry, just not used to the new hair yet.
Is it bad?
Oh.
No,
What?
it's
Is
good.
it? No.
Great even.
Man, I did not sign up to be a babysitter.
Yeah, well, the rest of us babysit you all the time.
That was a cute one. Yeah. Sorry, Weiss. Man, this place is reminding me of
Without heating or a
a
projected aura,
GoldenEye
the
map.
cold of Solitas can kill you in a matter of hours.
GoldenEye
I suddenly don't
remake.
feel as bad about leaving Oscar behind.
Can we talk about that again?
Oh. Yeah, leaving him with.
What
Iron
about
Man.
it?
We're really not gonna tell Ironwood what happened to Oz? What we learned about Jin? About Salem?
To be fair, you didn't tell us about Raven.
We will. But you saw how things looked when we flew into Atlas.
The General's heart seems to be in the right place, but that doesn't mean we should trust him yet.
Yeah,
Play along for a while
agree with
before
that.
we make any major decisions.
Yeah.
Okay. How did Oscar feel about that?
Whoop.
Probably shouldn't keep running around with an ancient relic on a keychain, you know?
But
Keep
I
it
know you'll
safe.
keep it safe in Atlas.
Ruby,
Jinx again.
hiding things from Ironwood. Doesn't that feel like what Ozpin did to us?
Ooh, they're addressing that. Okay. Also, I do want to point out
Still
the
not really used to working
camera
with other
change
huntsmen in
focus
the
with
field.
Ruby and the
But you were
Aesop's
on
in
a
the
team
background.
before,
That was-
weren't you?
A long time ago. I just found working alone tends to be for the best.
Well, I think that's a shame.
Whoop. Good luck with bad luck.
Alpha
Canceling
here.
out.
Give me an update.
The connecting ice tunnels.
Shippers are gonna go crazy with
We
that.
should be approaching the actual mine any minute now.
Actually,
This is so
I feel like that's just gonna be
Feels
like
like
the
we're
Rose
back
Garden,
on
the Bumblebee, and now
like
they're
what you did
Nora.
with your outfit, Ren.
We should probably stay focused on the mission.
No, focus on Ren's.
Oh, okay.
I like your outfit too.
Bravo, checking in.
It's just not the same,
Been
isn't
a
it,
bit of a
Nora?
snag.
It's just.
There's been a cave-in in the main entrance. Not sure if it's recent or was caused by the
Don't
original
worry,
accident.
Nora. I'm
Either
sure
way,
he's
we'll have to
just
do a little
keeping his
problem
emotions down to not
Understood.
attract the grim.
Let us know if you need anything.
solving. You okay?
I just realized where we are. This mine was closed after an explosion.
That's
I
where
remember
Ilya's
this
parents probably
disaster.
died.
Or rather, I remember how furious it made my father. I wish I could take back the years of pain my family has caused the Faunus, and all of my complacency in it.
Oh.
This society is set up for faunus to be at the bottom, and humans are willing participants.
I love
They benefit from doing nothing to help
development.
us. But there are still those who actively abuse us.
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't come over here looking to solve systemic societal issues. We had found a gap in the rubble we think one of you could fit
Thomas is
through.
gonna love that line.
Ideally, someone with a knack for seeing in the dark.
Yeah.
Oh,
Looking
of
at
course.
you. Volume 1 reference. Keeping the lore consistency. Yeah, they keep
Alright,
looking at
Blake.
the chests.
Take a
I
look
wonder if
around.
they're gonna
Is there any
take
dust
some
in
of
the
the dust
immediate
out of
area?
those later.
mine cards, debris. No dust, though.
Great, then it should be safe to blast our way through.
Okay,
What?
heading back.
Whoa! Dang!
Stand back!
You got me there.
Don't let it get away!
Oh boy. Did he get it? Oh. Oh boy. That's a lot.
That's disgusting.
I'm with you, Yay. Nice, nice. Oh, dude! That's a good upgrade. I'm gonna guess they're using this to show their... Yeah, they're showing the upgrades they could... So, they got a little bit more flexibility with their weapons now. Like, I mean, not just... Like, when I say flexibility, I mean, like, with the options that they could use in fighting. Like, Yang could plant bombs. Weiss could... Did he just say stay?
This is Bravo!
I-
We found the target, but
I-
I'm deeper into the mine.
I don't
And
think
Gabe's
that would
sentinel.
kill them.
Let's pick up the pace!
Maybe I'm wrong. She is barefoot. I thought I noticed that in the intro, but yeah, I see toes in the winter. having war flashbacks to Bonsai when I got a cold. Dude, yeah, they're totally using this as like a moment to show off the upgrades. Hands off my man.
Head first approach.
Yeah, well, that's just kind of our style.
One left.
Feeling the slight judgment. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, guys. There's quite a few Volume 1 references to this.
Your semblance makes you super fast, just like me.
Very cool. Though, based on your reaction time, I'd say I'm a little faster.
You have a little more experience.
All squads, head towards our position.
Apparently, Crow's aim hasn't gotten better. Oh dear. Just a little late. I wonder if that was like Crow's semblance kind of canceling his out for a bit. I imagine there must be like a fluctuation, not a total canceling out of the two. Because I imagine at some point the bad luck's at 80 and then his is at 40, and that leaves like a 40% bad luck. You know, that's kind of the logic that I'm trying to process and think here.
Target escaped. Last seen headed east. Thanks for the call out. That could have been
That was down is east.
I wouldn't thank me. My semblance brings misfortune. Sometimes I can't keep it under control.
I just noticed.
That's
oh,
so?
no, that's not on Crow.
Well, hey, don't beat yourself up about it.
Uh-huh. Is yours good luck? Are you gonna say yours is good luck?
My semblance is good fortune.
Ha!
Lucky you, huh?
And he
Charlie,
just winked
bravo.
at him.
You should cut off the target at the heart of the mine. Crow and I won't be far behind.
I hope Crow doesn't feel bad about like his misfortune of like his semblance being the opposite and be like, man, that guy's more fortunate than I am. Not just in semblance, but also just the luck of getting that semblance. And
Guys!
Everyone
does
use
his
caution.
sweat just
This room
evaporate?
is highly active with dust energy. Triggering it could ruin the launch site.
And vaporize us. How is that always second with you?
Yeah.
I thought the target was supposed to be in here.
He's already dead inside, that's why. Nice, camouflage. That, I don't know why, this is just making me think of the first boss
added
fight in
dust to its
Ocarina
body?
of Time with
How are we
Goma's.
supposed to know?
Whoop. Yeah, how are you supposed to fight that? She said. Okay, I really feel like this guy is just an Overwatch reference. To, what's his name? What's his name? The robot guy. No. He's more like Mr. Fantastic with his semblance. His name is Marrow, like bone marrow, and he's like a husky faunus. Okay. Yeah, and Tracer, like they totally are just like an Overwatch, big Overwatch reference, I bet. Alright, so they're just knocking some of the dust, someone catching.
What would you guys do without me?
Is he trying to hit on Crow? It totally feels or looks like that. Like it's like, is he friendly? Is he gay or European? The world may never know. Well, I mean we will. I'm just trying to. Does the badge have anything to do with it? Whoa. Ooh. That was a nice sucker punch. Okay, so now they have to catch it to avoid an explosion.
Harriet!
Nice. Ruby is like, not so slow now, am I?
I thought you said your semblance was like mine.
It is?
is.
I've seen other speed
They're
summonses
fast.
before. That was different. I think
Huh.
there's more going on than you think.
I mean,
Until
yeah,
She sees what she could do with her eyes.
when she started splitting in two or sometimes
Lucky
three
catch, huh?
and come back together. Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
chalk that one up to talent. Atlas Control, this is Clover. Mission
Yeah,
accomplished.
Crow really stood back for that fight. She's carrying Ruby.
Yeah, thanks for the lift.
Oh, yeah, Forrest. The guy who totally, like, for 3 seconds had everyone thinking there was a Ruby spinoff called Fruby.
Huh?
Which was a good prank. I fell for it. Especially when he's like, hey, people think this is a joke. And that sadly made me think it wasn't. Oh! I was gonna say, is Tyrion gonna kill him?
Who are you?
Oh,
Eh.
well, I'm someone just like you. Someone who wants to mix things up around
Ooh.
here.
Nice knowing you, Forrest. That sucks. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Nice knowing you, Forrest. Guess we're never gonna get Fruby. Man, that sucks. Okay, so with this episode also ending on Tyrion, I do want to say, with the previous reaction, when it showed the blood coming out from underneath the door, with the blue lighting mixing with the red blood, it gave it kind of a purplish sheen to me. And I know Grim Goo is black, but whenever we see it back at Salem's Palace, you know, the lighting is very maroon and purple there, which gives off a similar shine, like light reflections. And that's why I thought, oh, maybe he was planting Grim Goo, but then everyone's like, nah, he's definitely murdering people. And this definitely proved you guys right and myself wrong. I bet he's probably going after, like, Robin's supporters or something, or I don't know. I don't know if they're, like, purposely going after specific people who are connected to the election or supporting certain candidates, but considering Forrest was such a big voice for Robin in the last episode, I'm guessing it has something to do with that. Also, in the intro, he's fighting Robin, so it must have to do with Salem has something against Robin. Or maybe it's just Watts coming up with the strategy for Atlas and Mantle, and Tyrion's just following his lead. That's kind of my guess. And, man, I gotta say, I love the new outfits. However, I don't know. There was a bit of give and take. They gave us the Yang reacting to the cute hair and, like, Blake blushing about it, but they took, like, us seeing that could have been emotional moment cut. But, you know, it's all right. It's fine. Like, I'm glad we at least got to see all the characters react to each other's new looks and, like, show off their new stuff with their weapon changes and stuff. I didn't really notice Nora's. I want to say she had something similar to Ruby, where, like, the head of her hammer could change, but I don't know. I'm gonna hold off and, like, rewatch this episode to see if I noticed something different. But I didn't really notice hers a whole lot. Obviously, Gamble and Shroud has that nice little gold bondage, symbolically being like, Yang's gonna heal that broken heart. They really laid on heavy with the Bumblebee. Plus, Bumblebee merch just came out yesterday, so like I think that's the direction they're gonna go, whether you love it or hate it. Also, I'm sorry, I'm on a little bit of a shipping rant right now, but with Renora, like, Nora, girl, like, Ren, what are you doing? She was giving you a compliment, and he's just like, flirting can wait later. We got a Grim to kill. You know, I just felt bad for Nora. Like, Nora obviously had that disappointment. Like, I don't know. I feel like she was just now getting that attention from Ren. And now it's like, now at times, I'm hoping it's just a timing thing. That this isn't going to be like a thing with her and Ren where he's just obviously going away from that, like, possible romance stuff when he just started kind of, like, opening up to her with it. So I hope when they're off the mission, and she tries to say something like that, he receives it better. He doesn't so much like bounce it off, you know. Just I don't want to see sad Nora, okay? She's so happy all the time. Like I don't want to see her sad. Also, I'm a little surprised we didn't see Penny on this mission. Although she's probably patrolling Mantle and trying to make sure things are okay over there. And I'm guessing with the lasers, she might have not been the best choice considering they're in the dust mine, and she had a higher probability of making things explode. That's just my guess and rationale right there on why Penny was not present in this episode, and it is a crime. I do want to give props to like Carrie directing this episode, and like I don't know if it was his decision or an animator's decision, but that shot where they had the focus on the Ace Ops with Ruby blurred and then like bringing it back to Ruby in focus and then blurred out, that was really nice. Like you guys have been working very hard on making this feel more cinematic, and that was a good one right there. That stood out. I was like, that was nice. I don't know. I feel like Volume 7 is being our lucky volume where everything is going really well, writing wise and animation wise, and of course voice acting wise. They've been nailing it out of the park, and they've been getting some big name talents in for this volume. So thank you, RWBY, so much. I love you all, and I hope you guys are doing well, because you're doing sweet. You're doing good, sweetie. Oh, also, the whole thing where they called out RWBY on hiding stuff and how it resembles Ozpin. I'm like, wow, they are literally saying everything that the fandom has been saying in the last week. I do think it's a little odd that Yang, out of all people, spoke out a little bit, because she did kind of keep Raven being the Spring Maiden a secret from the rest of the team. That's, you know, along the same lines of what RWBY did, was she held back information, and RWBY and the team did kind of say like, hey, we're holding back information right now, but once we get more information on the situation here in Atlas, we're not against giving more information as we learn more and find it more beneficial to like give Ironwood that info, you know. So I don't think RWBY was planning on never telling him. I just think it's more of a let's find a good timing and get a hold of the situation and see if it's necessary to tell him and if it'll be good for everyone if he knows some stuff, and there might be some other stuff like maybe Salem or The Last Wish that they just don't tell him. But I'm sure he's gonna find out at some point, because as I was watching the intro before this recording, it said something about like having your hope shattered, and during that lyric, it's Ironwood on screen after he shoots the gun and he looks disappointed, and it's like, oh boy, I bet his hope is gonna get shattered. He's gonna learn about Salem at some point in this episode. I mean, not this episode. We watched this episode. What am I talking about? During this volume. He'll find out during this volume. I'm pretty sure about that. Anyway, guys, what did you think about this episode? Please let me know down in the comments below, and share this with friends, and go watch Vitalcast so much, because like I'll have a lot more of this information processed and thought out, and I'll have some other RWBY videos hopefully on the way. I got a sad or heartbreaking headcanons video coming out soon. I just recorded it yesterday, so I'm going to be editing that after I finish editing this video. So who knows, maybe that'll be up by now, or maybe it'll be up shortly after this one. I don't know my YouTube schedule. Anyway, guys, I love you all, and as always, I will boop you next time.